So this is the first video tutorial I'm going to do for Poi. It's the first move I learned, first move my mates learned. It's an essential for learning practically anything really. Good place to start. It's called 3-beat weave, and this is 3-beat weave. I'll move to the side so you can see it a bit better. And the reason it's called a 3-beat weave is because your hands weave over each other. The poi weaves to each side of your body, and each poi passes your body 3 times on each side. I believe it's they pass your head 3 times on each side. Now there is a 5-beat weave where you wrap your wrists around each other, and each poi will pass 5 times. There's a 7-beat which I can't do, so on and so forth. I think the record that I've seen is a 13-beat, but you know it's not happening. Now I don't know if you've watched the first video I put up, the introduction to poi. What I'm using here are sock poi. I mean, these are literally one pair of rolled up socks inside a long stretchy sock, and they're the perfect practice poi. So I'm using them, so I'll hopefully be using the same kind of poi as what you are. I've got a bit of music on in the background because, as I said in the first video, it's good to have a bit of music on because your body will adjust to the beat of it, and it stops your poi from speeding up and slowing down all the time, which when you're learning can get pretty annoying and pretty awkward. So you know, you don't need anything fast or anything, just put on whatever you want, as long as there's a bit of a beat to it. Now, whenever you're learning anything new with poi, it doesn't matter whether you're good, you're total novice, you're learning something simple, you're learning something really hard. It's always good to start off with one poi in whichever hand you feel most comfortable with. I'm right-handed, so it's my right hand that I feel most comfortable with. And for left-handed people, I would imagine it's probably the left hand you feel most comfortable with. But just have a spin, work out which one feels better, start with that hand. And what you need to be able to do for the 3-beat weave is you need to be able to, with each poi, pass them on a flat plane on each side of your body. So you're just going from one side to the other, one side to the other, one side to the other. And once you've got that sorted with your good hand, I mean, it can take a bit of practice. Everything with poi can take a bit of practice. It's one of those things where when you can do it, it seems really easy, but the learning process can be a proper pain, and you know, you might get frustrated, you might start throwing them at things. Stick in there, because it's worth it. When it clicks, it feels great. So once you've got that sorted with your good hand, move on to your other hand, in this case it's my left hand, and do the same. Now, once you've got that sorted, the next place to go is to pick up both poi and basically get them spinning flat either side of your body, preferably in time with each other. And then you want to basically do the same thing, but with both poi at the same time, so you cross them. And when you're learning, it's easier if you just keep them spinning until you feel comfortable, and then cross them once, bring them back, and keep them spinning. Once you're comfortable with that, want to move on a bit, just do it one after the other, repeatedly, as many times as you can. If you fail, you hit yourself, keep trying, that's all you can do. And once you're again comfortable with that, what you need to be doing is you need to be changing which hand goes over the top each time. So here I've got left hand goes over, right hand goes over, left hand goes over, right hand goes over, left hand goes over. And I actually think that's harder than the 3-beat weave, but you need to be able to do it to get a feel of how the poi spin for this move. And from there, you're essentially doing the same thing. The only difference is the one poi is following the other. So rather than being in the exact same time, they're in split time, which I don't think I can do to one side. But Now, what I'd advise to do from here would be, again with good hand, always start with good hand, get it spinning, bring it over to one side and let it drop. But as you let it drop, then try and bring your other hand back over. So you'd be doing this. Once you've got it sorted, again, as we've always, move on to starting off with your other hand. And again, you might find at this point that you're hitting yourself quite a lot with one of the paws. And for instance, if you hit yourself there, don't try and not hit yourself. You've got to do everything in stages. So let's say if you're hitting yourself as it's coming over and hitting yourself there. You hit yourself there once, then the next time you want to just try and move over a little bit, and over a little bit, and over a little bit, and over a little bit, until you're managing to do it without hitting yourself at all. So as I say here, one over, then the other over, let them drop. That's all you need to worry about. Once you've got that sorted, you will then, again starting with your good hand, bring that over, but don't let it drop. Try and just bring it back again, whilst also getting it to follow over once with this. So they should both end up on one side. Once you've got that sorted, move on to your other side. And from there, it's pretty much just playing around and linking it together. Because once you're doing that, you're doing the right move. All you have to do is continue it. And it can take, a little bit of time and a bit of effort just to get into the swing of it. I should also point out that moving your body from one side to the other really does help. I mean, you can do it without, and just moving your shoulders a little bit. But really moving your body, it just makes it easier, and there's less of a target for you to hit yourself. So, it'll hopefully just make it that little bit easier for you. Keep practicing, and if you still want to do it, check out the next video.